Moving on to gathering chains. Verify that your sprockets are not hooking. Look through, make sure there's not stiff spots in the chain, that the chain has good flex to it. Adjusting the tension on the chains, gathering chains, between the spacer and the washer or the bracket, there should be 3/16 of an inch. And when it's flexed, that will hit. The shaft that goes through the row unit that is spring loaded, make sure that's not bent and twisted. With the gathering chains, I like to have them timed with them staggered instead of straight on. It helps with consistent feeding into the corn head, so you don't get slug. It helps to reduce slug feeding. A few features with the Romax, they offer a lot better feeding. They're a little bit taller than the standard. They've got more drive points as it's driving. With our knife rolls, we have a few different options. When checking them, make sure you know what you have before you replace or order parts. This one, we have what they call opposing, where the ends are facing each other. This one is a chopping roll. It's got sharper edges, knife points, and they're an intermeshing design. And this one is just an intermeshing roll with the knife pieces, also just like the chopping roll, but less knives that will intermesh and go in between each other. When checking your deck plates and adjusting, and you have hydraulic deck plates, make sure they're all the way closed to start with. On the end, you want 13/16 of a gap, and at the bottom you want 11/16 of an inch for your gap. So it'll make up a V shape. On the bottom side, you'll have, if you have your trash knives installed, not all headers will have trash knives, most of them will. It prevents material wrapping around the stock rolls. When you're adjusting those, you want to make sure that, one, they're not hitting, but as your knife comes around the point, you want about 1/16 of an inch, so they're relatively close all the way along from the one end to the other. And if you're rotating and looking at the top as it curves around, you can be a little bit more, but just as long as your knives are not hitting. So they're going to be relatively close.